Hi, everybody. So it is Sunday morning, and I'm here with criminal defense attorney Andrea Burkhart once again. She's provided a lot of great commentary about the Johnny Depp case. We're going into a situation here where, with all of the history involved and the volatility and Amber Heard and that entire show that she brings with her, and there's got to be something at some point. I guess what I'm saying that happens in this trial that's just going to be right.
Yeah. I mean, well, so let's talk about some of that because now we'll move on to what I think. I haven't seen anybody talk about this yet, but it very much caught my attention, and that has to do with all of these Celebrite reports, which were on her objections to Johnny Depp's witness list, exhibit list. And so basically, Johnny Depp has designated all these exhibits that are called Celebrite reports. So a Celebrite report is what you get from a data extraction process. It can be a cell phone, it can be a laptop, it can be some type of computer, but he's got a long list of all of these various Celebrite reports that he got from his security, from Christy, from Johnny, from all of these people. And there was some very interesting details in those, including a 6-page Celebrite report from Raquel Pennington and a 27-page Celebrite report from David Heard. Why are these interesting, you ask? Well, because those are very strong indicia of cooperation by those witnesses.
Oh.
I say that because this type of imaging and extraction is extremely difficult to compel, to get it done without somebody voluntarily submitting their devices to go through it. It's not because your cell phone, I mean, there's so much private stuff in your cell phone. These things are very, very protected. And so there have already been a fair number of court decisions saying you don't get to just do this as a matter of course. It needs to be proportionate to the reason why you're asking for it. And so most of the time, a person can just turn over their text messages, or their photos or whatever, and that's going to be enough. So we saw that in Virginia with the litigation over the imaging of Amber Heard's phone. They had to identify specific metadata problems with her evidence that then justified that extraction. When she turned around and tried to say, well, I want an extraction of Johnny Depp's phone. No, you don't get it. He doesn't have those types of problems with his data. So it has to have a pretty strong justification. But also, it is something that if they wanted to resist, there would be evidence of that. It would mean that they would have subpoenaed Rocky's phone. They would have, had to do some type of motion or something in all likelihood to get that. She would be in California court yelling and screaming, "No, of course you can't extract from my phone." The California courts are months behind in dealing with the litigation disputes. And Rocky was only deposed in February, I think? January of this year. So if she had resisted that, it would still be ongoing, in all likelihood. That is something that we would not, we would still be waiting on the outcome for that. So there's another tell too, which is that she's set for a 2-day deposition. California has a rule that you're basically allowed 1 day and that's it. So if the deposition goes longer than that, it's a pretty good, again, indication that she voluntarily agreed to do that. So that is some pretty strong, in my view, indications that, Rocky might have flipped. And also David Heard, of course, Amber Heard's father, same thing. A 27-page Celebrite report means this is a fairly comprehensive. I should talk, I guess, briefly about how Celebrite works. And so what it does is it will extract all of the data from a cell phone, but then it has these systems to be able to go through and categorize it, analyze it. And so then you can run reports based on all kinds of different parameters. You can get a report for all text messages between, this date and that date, between this person and that person, for all photos, taken on these occasions. So generally, the larger it is, the more comprehensive that information is being requested. Yeah, it's just a 27-page report of information from David Heard's cell phone. It is a fairly extensive extraction that he apparently probably authorized.
When you say he authorized, what do you mean? Are you saying he might have flipped, or what does that mean?
It means that he may have voluntarily given his cell phone to Johnny Depp to do an extraction. Yeah.
Would he know that we would all find out about that?
I think we have to assume that. So David Heard is another one who he's been a name in the case like forever. I mean, obviously he's Amber's father. There was all kinds of text messages between him and Johnny Depp. He was part of the David Kalaki declaration. The guy who was working on Amber Heard's car talked about how David Heard was mad because he was supposed to get his percentage and now, and do his movie, and Johnny Depp messed that all up. But we also saw in the UK, Amber Heard kind of started to throw her dad under the bus and, basically saying that she had come from abuse and had seen this type of thing with her father's treatment of her mother. So we can, maybe infer that he's not real pleased at being put in the crossfire like that, especially if Amber Heard is maybe attributing
her bad behavior
to him and to abuse, and that's why she picks these bad relationships, with this biology expert, and maybe that's the roots of the PTSD. I mean, all that type of thing.
I see.
So, yeah.
So basically, like the clickbaity headline from this would be that Rocky and David Heard might have flipped.
It might have flipped, yeah. It's a pretty good indication that they are being cooperative with Johnny Depp. They are not requiring him to go through the court process to compel the stuff that he needs to prove their case. They are voluntarily giving it to him. So that I think is a pretty big development if that does turn into the case.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge.
Side piece of information that might be interesting to your Marilyn Manson folks is that there's also a Celebrite report from Marilyn Manson, and it's a 6-page report, or no, a 10-page report. So again, don't know what all that consists of, but we know that Marilyn Manson was at the family Thanksgiving where I believe one of your guests on your channel was Paula was at that Thanksgiving. There's a video of Thanksgiving that is on the exhibit list. Don't know if that was possibly something that Marilyn Manson made that this report would relate to. Might have to do with text messages.
Some of that is online, just a little bit of it, but some of that's online.
Yeah. So we don't, again, know all the details of that, but it is interesting for those folks who seem to believe that, Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson aren't actually that close, notwithstanding that Marilyn Manson is godfather to one of Johnny Depp's children. He is also voluntarily handing over his cell phone to have this type of extraction done so that Johnny Depp can use it as evidence.
So Marilyn Manson is working with Johnny Depp's lawyers, is what you're saying?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay, good to know. That's a lot of interesting stuff there, and we'll have more for everybody as this trial commences. I'm sure there's going to be a number of jaw-dropping moments, and we'll have more to say about it. And you can catch Andrea on some of the other channels as well. You just did an interview with Stevie J. Raw, right, Andrea?
I did. I got on with Stevie J. I'm hoping to check in with them during the trial. I also recently talked to Legal Bites, who has started to dip her toe in the water of this particular case, and I think she's going to find it as interesting as all the rest of us do.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody, and we'll have more for you later. Bye-bye.